Like, and you see things like the white party be there and then they have a little baby like in a sandwich. Like they're hugging them from the front and the back and stuff.
Baby is absolutely one of the best human beings in the planet. All right, we're at a party, everyone's drunk. It's a 13-hour party. People drink a lot of alcohol.
Ever since that wild Michael Rubin party, 50 Cent says, "That ain't my boy no more. They got him." He was talking about the clip that's all over the internet right now. Lil Baby rocking a tank top, a bright pink belt, and proudly flashing brand new thigh tattoos. Yeah, his thighs. Now, the internet is tearing him apart.
Bro, it's 100 people at the party. We in the middle of 100 people. There's nothing weird we could be doing in a party.
Right.
People are saying, who in their right mind gets thigh ink before putting anything on their arms or chest? It's got folks calling it one of the strangest flexes they've seen from a rapper in a minute. But 50 thinks there's way more to this than just fashion choices. He's hinting at something deeper.
That tooth, you gon' fuck around town, off this way. Too hard on that tooth, you gon' fuck around town, off this way.
Saying Baby hasn't been the same since that high-profile Hamptons white party, where Rubin himself hugged him from behind in front of cameras. According to 50, this ain't just about tattoos or outfits. This is part of what he calls a humiliation ritual that certain rappers go through to keep their fame and their spot at the top.
Going on these shows, I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I get paid. Going on these shows, I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I get paid.
So the big questions are, what really went down at that party? Who exactly is Michael Rubin, and why is he always surrounded by the hottest young rappers in the game? And just to add fuel to the fire, remember, Lil Baby has said in plenty of interviews that he'd never get tattoos. He once explained it was because he didn't want to look unprofessional when chasing his money. Fast forward to 2025, Lil Baby is out here with 90s Baby blasted across his thighs. He dropped a new IG photo dump with the caption, "Back in that mode." And in multiple shots, he's wearing shorts, making sure the world gets a clear look at those fresh thigh tats spelling 90s on one leg and Baby on the other. And that's not all. He's also got a big CBFW piece running down the side of his lower left leg, which he first showed off on July 4th. The reactions? Brutal. Fans flooded the comments with things like, "Humiliation ritual. I'm sorry you let them get to you. And the industry got a hold on my boy. Lay off them shorts." Then came the viral moment. Lil Baby on stage. Same shorts, same pink belt, tank top, and pulling those shorts up mid-performance like he wanted everyone to see the new ink. And the internet lost it. Under that clip, fans are swearing 50 Cent called it from day one. Michael Rubin already showed y'all Lil Baby was his boy. Why is this a surprise? One wrote. Another got even bolder, saying, "Bunny hops and hugs from the back from a white dude with money. This generation is lost." So now the question's heating up. What really went down at that all-white Hamptons party?
Separate himself from the industry, like he doesn't have to party with them. You guys have to understand, they had a party with men walking around with their butt cheeks out, like Keke Palmer.
And why did 50 Cent throw out that warning about getting too close to Michael Rubin in the first place? This all traces back to 2023, when Michael Rubin threw his ultra-exclusive white party in the Hamptons. The guest list was stacked. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Tom Brady, Kim Kardashian, and yes, Lil Baby. That's where things took a turn. A photo dropped showing Lil Baby caught in a hug sandwich between Rubin and NBA star Kyle Kuzma, and the internet couldn't look away. 50 Cent wasted no time. He reposted the pic on his Instagram with the caption, "See, this is why I don't go to no party Puffy and them at. The F is going on here? Get the F off my young man." It was pure 50.
Mike. Man, Mike.
I'm gonna come hug you right now. I'm coming to hug you. Big hug. Get everyone to love each other.
Loud, unfiltered, and throwing shade straight at the source. But it didn't stop there. Another snap from the same night hit the timeline. Rubin wrapping his arms around Lil Baby from behind. And then, as if to play it off, Lil Baby himself later posted a video on a private jet with Rubin, cracking jokes about the pics like it was nothing. That's when 50 doubled down, saying this is exactly why you'll never catch him at one of those parties. At first, some fans thought 50 Cent was just trolling for laughs. But plenty of people have been whispering for years that these big-name industry parties aren't as innocent as they look. To them, it feels like some kind of secret initiation, a test you've got to pass if you want to really level up in the game. And it looks like all the jokes, memes, and shady comments finally got under Lil Baby's skin. He clapped back hard, telling people not to mess with his name. On Lil Yachty's podcast, Baby admitted the Rubin memes bothered him so much, he straight up asked Rubin for the security footage from that party just so he could shut everyone down and prove nothing shady went down. But here's the twist. Baby never dropped the full footage. No receipts, no explanation. Just kept it moving. And don't get it twisted, Baby wasn't mad at Rubin at all. In fact, he called Rubin a super great influence in his life, although he admitted he can't really explain how Rubin has influenced him.
So funny, weird. Feel me? I'm dapping Kuzman up, and Mike happy to see me. He run up on me.
Right.
I got 10 other pictures. We down there. We start down there. Bam! I'm telling his ass, Mike, I slam your, I break your neck. But we play like that. They white, so they don't really understand how I understand. Like, even when the picture came out before it went viral, I told them, like, Mike, I can't have pictures like that. Right. Even though me and you playing, bro, it's 100 people at the party. We in the middle of 100 people.
Now, about Michael Rubin, he's had his say too. In an interview last year, Rubin brushed off the viral Lil Baby photos, calling the whole situation ridiculous. He swore nothing strange was going on, claiming it was just a wild party where everyone had a little too much to drink.
There's nothing weird we could be doing in a party.
Right.
With all these people watching us. Literally, when that picture came out, I literally made Mike Rubin go to his security camera at his house, go to the footage and get the whole time, but I just never, like, I ain't even gonna post the internet. Right. I'm just like, right. You feel me? Like, yeah, I ain't even trying to make it into this and make it into that. Like, man, just keep on going, because that's kind of like how I be doing. But some, like, all that type of shit, that really bothered me.
But the way he kept going on and on about Lil Baby, it had folks side-eyeing him like, bruh, you sound like you got a crush. And here's the thing. A lot of people still feel there's something off about Rubin and how he gravitates toward young rappers, especially since he's not even part of the music industry. Lil Baby's not the only one either. Remember that clip of Meek Mill bunny hopping for Rubin on a tennis court? Meek later claimed it was no big deal, just the result of losing a bet over a tennis match. But let's keep it real. A white billionaire making a black man hop like a bunny while barking out instructions? The optics were terrible. So who exactly is Michael Rubin, and why is he so fixated on black rappers? According to his own Wikipedia page, Rubin was born in 1972 in Philadelphia, grew up in a Jewish family in Lafayette Hill, and by the age of 14, he'd already launched his own business, opening a ski shop using his bar mitzvah money and his dad's lease. Rubin tried college at Villanova, but lasted just one semester before dropping out and cashing in on a $200,000 overstock gear deal, thanks to a friend fronting the funds. With those profits, he leveled up fast, sold his shops, launched APR Sports, and hit $50 million in sales by 1995. From there, he founded a company that eventually became GSI Commerce, a multi-billion-dollar e-commerce powerhouse. Now, Rubin runs Fanatics Inc., the official licensed sportswear supplier for the NBA, NFL, MLB, NASCAR, Formula One, and even WWE. According to Forbes, by mid-2025, his personal net worth is sitting at a jaw-dropping $10.6 billion. On paper, that sounds like a straight-up self-made success story. Middle-class kid to billionaire boss. But here's where it gets sketchy. A lot of people say Rubin's real moves come from who he knows, not what he does. And honestly, when you listen to him speak, it's hard to imagine him charming his way into these circles. The man's got zero charisma. And pay close attention to those eyes. People swear they look soulless. There's a creepy, hard-to-pin-down vibe that leaves folks wondering why so many rappers and pro athletes seem eager to be around him. And here's where things get even more interesting. About that infamous all-white party, the whole all-white party craze didn't start with Michael Rubin. It was Diddy's thing back in the late 90s. His Hamptons white parties were legendary, the hottest invite in the game. And here's the wild part. A lot of the same big-name celebs who used to pop bottles with Diddy are now front row at Rubin's version. Take Leonardo DiCaprio. Here's Leo in 1997 at Diddy's white party. And then boom, last year, there he is again at Rubin's Hamptons Bash. Same with Jay-Z. In 2003, he was photographed with the late Andre Harrell at Diddy's spot. And fast forward to last year. He's at Rubin's mansion with Beyonce right by his side. So now people are saying Rubin has basically slid right into Diddy's old lane and maybe even took it further. The whispers that he could be running some kind of blackmail setup through these parties. There's also talk that Rubin, along with other wealthy, older white billionaires, has a thing for making young black rappers go through humiliating rituals. No one's claiming it's forced, but plenty believe these artists willingly play along.
He is absolutely one of the best human beings in the planet. He's just such a great human being. And like, I love his work ethic. And also like when you hear his story, and I don't know anything about music. So when I met him the first time with Drake in the Bahamas in 2020, and he's telling me his story about, he was in jail a couple years earlier. He never rapped. And now he's got this great, kind of music career. Like you just want to root for the guy. And I'll tell you something, I've never actually said this before. The stuff of the drug was the most ridiculous thing in the world, right? We're at a party, everyone's drunk. It's a 13-hour party. People drink a lot of alcohol. Someone captures a picture of me jumping on his back for 1 second and then says, oh, there's something suspect about it. It's just these drunken guys. By the way, before cameras, we've all done it. Like, let's keep it real.
Why? Some are allegedly looking for help beating legal cases. Others are chasing career boosts. #1 albums, major award wins, the works. But the darkest claims connect this to what Katt Williams has said for years. On Joe Rogan's podcast, Katt spoke about these industry gatherings, calling them ritual-heavy events with way more going on behind closed doors than the public will ever see. Katt Williams didn't just throw that ritual word out for shock value. He's been warning about this stuff for years. On Joe Rogan's podcast, he painted a picture of industry parties that's nothing like the glamorous images we see online. He talked about rooms you're not allowed to film in, celebrities disappearing for hours, and tests that can make or break your career overnight. According to Katt, once you step into those inner circle rooms, you're either all in or you're out for good. And here's where fans are connecting the dots. A lot of the same faces Katt was hinting at keep popping up in photos from Rubin's all-white parties. People online are saying this isn't just about free champagne and fancy outfits. It's a power game, a way to see which artists are willing to play ball with the billionaires running the table. Some claim that's why you see rappers suddenly skyrocketing in success right after these events, while others mysteriously fall off the map. And let's be real, the industry's history of shady deals and secret alliances makes this theory feel way less far-fetched. Add in the fact that Rubin's not even from the music world, yet has a VIP pass to rap's biggest names, and it's no wonder people think there's more going on than meets the eye. When you start looking at who's actually been showing up to these all-white parties in the last few years, the list is stacked, and that's exactly why the rumors keep exploding.
By the way, you love WWE. You've done more than anybody.
He's rolled around with people in their skivvies.
Right, yeah, exactly. By the way, I haven't gone there. But, the thing that actually killed me about that is it actually hurt his career, last year. And I felt like I've always wanted to help people make
he's on a good build back.
He's
right
crushing
now.
now.
He's crushing.
And
He's
I was just with him with Trav and him in London. But it actually, the thing is, he's such an extraordinary human being and he's such a special person. And if you think about, people who just want to hate on social media, who one picture of, a bunch of drunken people could be turned into something that it wasn't.
We're talking Drake, Travis Scott, James Harden, Kevin Hart, Lil Uzi Vert, and even Kim Kardashian making her rounds. Photos leak every year, and every year people zoom in, picking apart every hug, every side eye, every coincidental pairing caught in the background. One shot from last summer had fans talking for weeks. Lil Uzi sitting off to the side with 2 billionaire execs looking uncomfortable, while Travis Scott laughed it up with Rubin near the bar. Then there was Drake, smiling for photos, but dipping out early, which had some fans convinced he knows better than to linger too long. The conversations online aren't just about who is there. They're about what happens after. People point to sudden career shifts, unexpected collaborations, and unexplained public disappearances, like someone's everywhere 1 month and ghost the next. And the craziest part, nobody ever publicly talks about what really goes on inside. Not in interviews, not in podcasts. It's all brushed off with a laugh, like it's some inside joke we're not in on. But the consistency of the guest list, the timing of certain career boosts, and the way people act afterward has fans convinced these parties are way more than just champagne and white linen. The so-called evidence fueling these theories isn't just blurry party pics, it's the clips and moments that fans swear tell the real story. One of the biggest ones? That infamous Meek Mill bunny hop video. It's been reposted thousands of times with captions like, "This is what happens when you owe favors." People point out how Meek's smile looked forced and how Rubin's tone was more like a boss giving orders than a friend joking around. Then there's the clip of Lil Baby on the private jet with Rubin after the hug photos went viral. Instead of ignoring it, Baby laughed it off. But the fact he even addressed it made some fans think he was trying a little too hard to downplay it. Other viral receipts are more subtle, like the year James Harden skipped his team's training camp, popped up at Rubin's party instead, and later landed a surprise endorsement deal. Or the sudden chart jump certain rappers get right after being spotted at these gatherings. Fans keep building timelines, connecting dates, and saying, look, this can't just be coincidence. Of course, none of this is concrete proof. It's all speculation. But when the same patterns keep showing up year after year, the internet can't help but keep digging. And with Rubin staying mostly silent about the deeper side of these parties, people are filling in the blanks themselves. And those blanks are looking darker by the day. So now the question is, where does this all go from here? With every passing year, Rubin's all-white party gets bigger, the guest list gets flashier, and the rumors get wilder. Fans aren't just talking about it during the event anymore. They're tracking it for months before and after, looking for signs of who's in, who's out, and who might be getting pulled deeper into whatever's really happening behind those gates. Some people are saying it's time for someone on the inside to finally spill. An unfiltered podcast, a tell-all interview, maybe even leaked footage. Anything that can put the speculation to rest. Others believe that will never happen because the people involved have way too much to lose. And the billionaires in the room have way too much power to let it slip. Meanwhile, artists keep showing up, whether for connections, favors, or just the bragging rights of getting that invite. And every time, the cycle repeats. The flashy photos, the cryptic captions, the subtle career moves right after. If nothing changes, these parties might just go down as one of the most talked about mysterious traditions in entertainment. The kind of thing that stays a rumor until someone finally breaks the code. But until that day comes, the internet will keep watching, screenshotting, and connecting dots. Because at this point, the story is way bigger than just Michael Rubin. So what do you think is really going on here? Is Michael Rubin just a billionaire who knows how to throw a party? Or is there a deeper game being played behind the scenes? One that only the chosen few get to see? And if the rumors are even halfway true, what would you do if you got that invite? Some fans say it's all just internet gossip blown out of proportion. Others are convinced the patterns are too consistent to ignore. The same names, the same timing, the same sudden career shifts. It's all there if you're paying attention. But without someone breaking the silence, it's just going to keep fueling the mystery. One thing's for sure, whether you think it's harmless networking or high-level power moves, these parties have become one of the entertainment world's most watched annual events. And every time that white dress code comes out, the internet braces itself for the next wave of clips, comments, and conspiracies. If you made it this far, sound off in the comments. Do you think Michael Rubin's all-white party is just fun and networking or something more? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this.